Fans of 90 Day Fiancé will be glad to know that the hit TV show is gracing their screens once again this April 17. Featuring endearing couples like Curliam and Alan, who were recently blessed with a second child, as well as chaotic pairs like Anvisa and Jorge, whose divorce was recently finalized. 90 Day Fiancé has plenty of drama-filled, emotional, and authentic moments that keep viewers glued to their screens. But arguably, it's the misbehaved villains with their personal agendas that make 90 Day Fiancé a more interesting show to watch. The biggest villains on the show are often manipulative, dishonest, and make life more difficult for their partners and families. 10. Azan Tefu. Many viewers wonder why Nicole Nafziger still stayed with Azan Tefu, despite her knowing that he was only about 55% attracted to her. Azan was guilty of committing highly questionable acts, which includes canceling trips to see Nicole and leaving steamy voicemails for other women. In spite of this, Nicole and Azan are still a fan-favorite pair on 90 Day Fiancé. Because of what Azan has done, many fans of the show think that the pair is one of the least compatible couples from the show. Despite this, the pair has lasted for 5 years, ultimately going their separate ways in July 2021. 9. Ricky Reyes. When he was first introduced in the show, Ricky Reyes garnered sympathy from the viewers, as his story felt like the start of a bad catfishing experience. However, the woman Ricky flew to Colombia for turns out to be a real person. Things quickly started falling apart after their first meeting. Ricky soon loses the sympathy he gained from the fans when he reveals he has also been talking to another woman in the same country if things don't go as planned. Due to his manipulative behavior and elaborate lies, he reminds fans of a bad psychological thriller villain whenever he appears on screen. Today, not much is known about Ricky's personal life, but he often posts sports commentary videos on YouTube. 8. Anvisa Arkachenko. During her relationship with Jorge Nava, Anvisa Arkachenko has never denied that she was only into him for the money. While her unsavory behavior has been encouraged by Jorge's belief that a woman should depend on a man, Anvisa has exhibited plenty of times on the show that she's more than willing to make Jorge's life harder. Demanding a whopping $45,000 wedding gown, keying the word idiot on Jorge's car, and trying to hit her ex-husband were some of the upsetting gestures Anvisa was caught doing on camera. Anvisa further disappointed viewers as she stopped communication with Jorge and found a new boyfriend shortly after her ex-husband went to jail. That said, 90 Day Fiancé's Anvisa redeemed herself by choosing to improve her personality and life after leaving Jorge. 7. Tom Brooks. Darcy Silva returns on season 4 to show off her new beau, Tom Brooks. However, it seems that Darcy hasn't exactly struck gold with Tom. On the surface, Tom is a caring and charismatic person who readily consoled Darcy after her breakup with her personal trainer. In reality, Tom is deeply motivated by his selfish desires. Tom has put up a front as someone who lives a lavish lifestyle by stealing photos of luxurious items and homes and claiming them as his own on Instagram. He has also shown that he can be cruel and manipulative, often making fun of Darcy's appearance on the show. It's no wonder that his sleazy and despicable conduct has earned the ire of the show's fans. 6. Big Ed Brown. Big Ed Brown's and Rose Vegas appearance on the show has spawned a lot of memes online. However, viewers of the show can't be blamed for finding it difficult to laugh at the couple's misadventures when they realize how unpleasant Big Ed has been to Rose. Big Ed Brown's list of crimes includes not showering, lying to Rose about his vasectomy, telling his former partner that she has bad breath, and washing his hair with mayonnaise. His creepy behavior of only being interested in women in their 20s has made him one of the most disliked cast members from the show. So much so that even fans on Reddit think that Big Ed is one of the worst partners in the show's history. In spite of that, Big Ed's embarrassing and foolish antics have undeniably kept fans glued to their screens. 5. Lassina Pulido. The mother of TLC star Asuelu Pulido, Lassina Pulido is considered by fans as a nightmare mother-in-law. On the show, Lassina has constantly pressured Asuelu to send her money, despite knowing that his son only works part-time at a grocery store and doesn't earn a lot. During an argument with her daughter-in-law Kalani Fagata, Lassina proclaims that she wants Asuelu to go back to Samoa in order to fulfill her financial needs, going as far as to say that she doesn't care about the couple's kids. In spite of burying the hatchet with her son and daughter-in-law during her last appearance on the show, Lassina still gets a bad rep from fans, as they strongly think that she's being insincere. 4. Betty Gibbs. Betty Gibbs has shown narcissistic and manipulative tendencies on 90 Day Fiancé. The mother of Season 8 star Brandon Gibbs, Betty has conditioned her son to develop an extreme dependence on her. For one, Betty has convinced Brandon that he'd never make it on his own, and questions her son's desire to gain independence. Fans of 90 Day Fiancé also think that Betty is too overbearing and has major control issues. On the show, Betty has made doctor's appointments without her future daughter-in-law's consent in an attempt to get her on birth control. It would surprise no one if Betty and her son weren't on speaking terms due to her terrible behavior. 3. Mark Shoemaker. Mark Shoemaker has exhibited eyebrow-raising behavior that makes him an incredibly creepy person. For instance, the 58-year-old's partner on the show is 19-year-old Nikki Mediano. The 39 years between their ages make them the couple with the biggest age gap in 90 Day Fiancé history. Mark's 4 children from a previous marriage are all older than Nikki and have expressed distaste for their father's decision to marry Nikki. Fans who take a closer look at the couple's relationship can see that Mark treats Nikki as if she was a child from the start of their relationship. On the show, Mark often bosses Nikki around by making her wear his daughter's used clothes and forbidding her to touch the windows of his car. Unsurprisingly, the couple is no longer together. Mark has filed for divorce early this year. 2. Andre Castrovit. It's hard to find any redeemable qualities from a person who considers themselves an alpha male. Season 5 introduced us to Andre Castrovit, a self-proclaimed alpha male who is married to Libby Castrovit, who, during her time on the show, was 8 months pregnant with their first child. Despite having a pregnant wife who is on the cusp of giving birth, Andre refuses to work and relies on his wife and her family. His extreme sense of entitlement and aggressive reaction to criticism has enraged casual viewers and diehard fans of the show. Andre and Libby are still happily married, though, and are expecting a second child. 1. Lita Margaretha. While there have been plenty of unpleasant people who have appeared on the show, most fans would agree that Season 6's Lita Margaretha has behaved the worst on screen. She constantly clashed with her teenage stepdaughter Tasha Rosenbrook, and even got her kicked out of their apartment. Lita has further sabotaged her stepdaughter's life by encouraging her husband to dismiss her and by requesting a restraining order that comes up every time Tasha's background is checked. The season 6 cast member also claims that she gave up a luxurious life by moving to America with her husband Eric Rosenbrook. However, fans think that Lita is being dishonest as she fails to provide proof for her tall tales. Due to her extremely disappointing and dangerous antics, fans note that Lita is one of those people that should be avoided at all costs.